Hey guys, how's it going? This is Scott Thiemann, and I want to thank you for taking the time to check out this page and learn about this water. Now, maybe you saw us on Facebook, or maybe a friend told you about us, or maybe you even saw us on Periscope or Snapchat, but the important thing is you're here now. And if you're anything like me, you were shocked when you saw what's good with this water and what's not so good with the waters we have been drinking our whole lives. Now, if you're anything like me, you have a deep appreciation and passion for exercise, for the science behind your body, and knowing how stuff works. I mean, this is all we have, right? So we might as well understand how it works. Now, when I saw this alkalized, ionized water, or Kangen water, I knew I had to start drinking it immediately. Now, make sure you watch this video the whole way through, and at the end, click the link below, because I'm going to show you how you can start drinking Kangen water today for free. And if you live within a 50-mile radius of the New York City area, we want to give you a 2-week free trial of this water. See, we have a mission to purify people with this water. And we've got our hands on some amazing Japanese technology that will actually convert your sink water into alkalized, ionized Kangen water. You see, this is medical grade water. These devices are certified medical devices that they use in all the Japanese hospitals, and these devices are in 1 in 6 homes in Japan. So what makes Kangen water so special, right? Again, I always thought water was just water. Well, apparently not. Now again, having the science background all my whole academic life, when I did the in-depth research behind this, it was a language I was speaking. But we're going to keep it simple for you guys today, and you're going to see some of these properties firsthand. You're going to be wondering why you've been drinking the water you've been drinking your whole life. Now, the first property is that it has a very negative ORP value. The second property is that it's microclustered, and the third property is that it has a very high pH. It's very alkaline. So is Kangen water a new thing? And the answer is no. In fact, since the beginning of time, explorers have always been in search of holy water, or miracle water, or healing waters. And there's these 7 places around the world where people flock to in the hundreds, and they've been going there for hundreds and hundreds of years to get water. Some of these places include Lourdes in France and Himalayan glacial springs. Now, when scientists conducted experiments on these waters with supposed miracle properties, they made an important discovery. They found that this water was highly ionized and it had a very high pH value. Okay, so let's test for pH and see how alkaline or acidic some of America's most famous beverages are. We're going to start with Sprite. I stopped drinking soda a long time ago, and you're going to see why. Now, something interesting I want to tell you about plastic bottles, but first, vitamin water must be healthy, right? Because it says vitamins on it. Now, before I started drinking Kangen water, I was drinking Poland Spring. This was my bottled water of choice. It's real popular here in the Northeast. Dasani, right here. This is one of the most popular bottled waters in America. Now, something I want to bring to your attention that is really disturbing as well. And, you know, check this out in your pantry or your garage, wherever you keep your bottled waters. Take a look at the bottled water. On the bottom, you won't be able to see on the camera right now, that's okay, but there's a little recycle sign and a number 1 through 7. And numbers 1 through 7, they mean different things. It's different types of plastics that are harmful to your body. If you ever leave a plastic bottle in your car and it gets hot, it actually releases what's called dioxins, and that's very, very toxic for your body. So bottled water, especially with the number 1 and 3, 3 is PVC plastic, is very, very toxic, not good. So here we have tap water. And lastly, we have our 9.5 Kangen water. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I have these pH drops, This just tests for the alkalinity or acidity of a liquid. Um, it's the same drops that you use in your pool, that type of thing. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start on this end with the Sprite. Vitamin water. Poland Spring. Dasani. Tap water. And Kangen water. Alright, let's talk about what just happened. Sprite. Very acidic. Reddish orange. Vitamin water. Oh, I thought vitamin water is good because it has vitamins, right? Wrong. Acidic. Poland Spring. About neutral. Okay, not bad. I'm going to talk about why that happens in a moment. Dasani. This is one of the most popular bottled waters in America. Look how acidic this water is. Tap water, also slightly alkaline, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And then, of course, Kangen water, I don't even have to shake it. It's a deep royal purple. It's very, very alkaline. So, can you imagine drinking these types of beverages after you see this? As soon as I saw this, I knew I had to be drinking Kangen water. I mean, this is ridiculous. I've been drinking Dasani and Poland Spring my whole life. Very acidic, slightly acidic. Not having it. So, let's talk about why is tap water alkaline. The federal government actually mandates that our tap water has to be at pH of 7.1, which is 0.1 above neutral. And how they achieve that is they put very, very toxic chemicals like chlorine and lye, L-Y-E, in the pipes underground, so the pipes that bring us our tap water don't rust. Now, when they do that, they have no regards for our pipes because that'll rust our pipes. Chlorine and lye are not stuff you want to be drinking, and that's what's in our tap water, and that's why the tap water is slightly alkaline. Now, something I want to show you guys that absolutely shocked me. Has anyone ever said to you, hey, you want a cap full of soda? Probably not. Ridiculous, right? Well, look what happens when you add, I'll just do a little pour, a cap full of soda. Acidic. Let's come over here. What happens when you add a little drop of soda? Acidic. What happens when you add some soda to our 9.5? Acidic. One drop of soda turned this 9.5 acidic. You'd have to consume, it's about 30 to 1. 30 parts 9.5 Kangen water just to get rid of 1 part something acidic like Sprite. When I saw this, I was really disturbed. I mean, this is in the vending machines at schools. Kids are drinking these. This Sprite has a 1 as the recycled plastic, and you can check that out on Google. So when I saw that this is the waters that we're drinking, and then the chemically altered tap water, I knew I had to make a change right away. So, even Dr. Otto Warburg, he was a scientist. In 1931, he received a Nobel Peace Prize, and he says it is impossible for cancer to live in an alkaline environment. Why is acidity and alkalinity so important for your body? Well, your body is 72% water. Now, a lot of people talk about diet and exercise, right? Supplementation. But if you give your body the right water, your body's going to heal itself. So why is no one talking about the water? Well, look what we've been putting in our body. According to Dr. Otto Warburg, if you're drinking these types of liquids, it's making your body acidic. And when you have an acidic body, that's an environment for disease to not only live in, but to thrive in. Disease, cancer, cannot live in an alkaline environment. So, let's see what happens when we add some alkaline water to these. Nothing. Nothing. It tries to go back alkaline, but it can't. This goes back. Okay, see, it tries to, but it can't because it's too acidic. That's what that means. Nope. And Sprite, forget about it. No shot. Oh, it's trying. But again, it is still acidic. So again, as soon as I saw this, I knew I had to be drinking this Kangen water. Can you imagine drinking Sprite? Kids in elementary schools and middle schools are buying this out of the vending machines every day, and it's really harmful for our bodies. Okay, so the second thing I'm going to show you guys is unfortunately that there is chlorine in our water. Now, of course, the government doesn't tell us that, but it's a federal mandate so that drinking water is safe. Now, these are chlorine drops, and what I'm going to do, these are just 2 glasses of tap water, and we're just going to, if it turns yellow, that means there's chlorine. We're going to put 5-6 drops in. And we got some yellow action happening. Chlorine. Now I'm going to do is take my hand, stick it in here. I'll tell you why I'm doing that in a second. First off, while my hand is in here, I want to tell you about the second property of Kangen water, and that is that it has a negative ORP value. I'm going to break this down as simply as possible. ORP means oxidation reduction potential, or the potential to reduce oxidation. So, what is oxidation? Oxidation is rust or aging. If you ever cut an apple and it starts to turn brown, that's oxidation. Now, we hear about antioxidants and free radicals in the body. What a free radical is, it's a molecule in your body that lacks an electron. It's positively charged. So what happens with this water is, first of all, it occurs in nature when lightning hits a body of water, and it restructures the H2O. It'll split the H2O up into H positive and OH minus. When it does that, the OH minus has an extra electron. It's an electron donor. And when it's inside your body, it's able to donate that extra electron to a free radical cell and neutralize it. That's why this Japanese technology will split the water into 2 streams, one acidic and one alkaline. The alkaline one is what we consume, and the acidic one goes down the drain. And we'll show you how that works in a minute. Unrelated, why is my hand in this water? So what we just did here is we tested for chlorine. Now, your skin, it's an osmotic membrane, which means whatever is in a solution will go to balance out. So let's see what happens when we test for chlorine now. I put 6 or 7 drops in, so I'll do the same here. I think I did 8. Where's the chlorine? It's in here. Now, think about when we shower, right? Think about when we drink tap water. Where's the chlorine going? It's going in us. And when people age and they have, liver spots when you're older, that's just chlorine coming out from the sun, baking your face all of your life. So sorry to disturb you, but this is the truth. What you're seeing here is the active hydrogen in the water. Listen closely. Okay, so the next property we're going to talk about is how our Kangen water is microclustered. And what this means is typical water molecules travel in clumps of about 20 to 24, 18 to 24. And these water molecules travel in clumps of like 5 to 7. So it's microclustered. And the best way to show you that is through making tea. Now, the reason you have to heat water when you're making tea is because that excites the water particles and they move around quicker. So we're going to try with Dasani. Let's have some Lipton green tea. Not much happening. because you can't make tea with room temperature water, right? What we're going to do next is make some tea with our 9.5 Kangen water. And we'll see what happens. See, it makes tea almost instantly. Now, why is this happening? The reason this is happening is when this tea, or excuse me, when the water goes through this Japanese technology, it's simulating what happens in nature when lightning hits water. And as I was mentioning before, it restructures the water and it's making the water molecules smaller. So the reason you need to heat tea is the water molecules get smaller, they get excited, they start moving around, and that's already present in our Kangen water 9.5. And not only does it make one glass, but instantly it's going to make tea. And you can reuse the same tea bag. Whoops, well, we'll just leave the string in there this time. This will actually make about 15 glasses off of one tea bag. So you can imagine how efficient your life is going to be when you start drinking this water. One tea bag, 15 glasses of tea, and you don't need to heat it because it already has that micro-clustering property. Now, another thing you'll notice when you start drinking Kangen water, and this demonstrates the micro-clustering property, is you know how you'll drink a lot of water and it'll start to slosh around in your stomach and you'll feel bloated and you'll feel full? That won't happen because it's micro-clustered. Again, it's that 5 to 7 or 5 to 8 molecule size water. It's going to absorb directly into your cells. It's going to hydrate your brain for the first time ever, which is crazy. It's going to hydrate your tissues, and you'll never feel that sloshing around feeling. So you can drink a gallon of this and still be going strong. So by now, you guys can probably see the benefits of drinking Kangen water and what it can do for your body. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Make sure you click the link below and enter your info so you can learn how you can start drinking Kangen water for free today. Now when you do that, it's going to direct you to another page, and there you're going to learn how you can start drinking the water for free. And either myself or someone from our team will be in contact with you. And the last thing is, we're going to be giving away a free copy of this book. It's called The Miraculous Properties of Ionized Water. So one lucky person that enters their info is going to get a copy of this book for free. You're going to be able to learn to the extent of what we know, the experts know about ionized, alkalized, Kangen water. So again, I want to thank you guys for checking this out, and we look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care.